have some resilience because he's going to get more totes, and he's got to make sure he's ready for it.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Straight ahead, it's Martin. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Sees a crease. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Escapes the pressure to his right. Unleashes one. And he gets rid of it.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get his first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
With the draw, it's Martin. He stopped at the 27-yard line, needed a little bit more to pick up that first down, and now they have a decision to make.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Motion from the back. Got to make the play on fourth. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And that's the money down, man. Fourth down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the air, it's Bailey. They're all over him. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy. Deep in the end zone, it's Rousseau. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Underwood. Going downfield for the big play. Makes a grab for a big play. Right down the gut of the field. And he scores! Touchdown, Wolverines!
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
Coming out with it, it's Staley. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Motion from the wideout. Moves the pocket. It's Bailey. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. Right. Oh, he ruins the big gator with a fumble. Defense that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
The counter play is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
Enough to move the chains. Open space at the 25. Into the house. Touchdown, Tennessee. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
He'll bring it out. It's Rousseau. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Throwing, Underwood. Complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And the Wolverines will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Runs through a tackle. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now, and getting him stopped.
To the air, it's Bailey. Out wide left, it's Staley. There he goes! Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Makes the grab. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Wolverines in the hurry-up.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already. Heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
Floats it out in space. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Again, it's Underwood. He's taking the shot. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Michigan. Once he got some room, it was over.
That textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing, you need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
He'll bring it out. It's Staley. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Fires left. Got him downfield. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on first. Look out! He's got an open man. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Ben, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with the Washington State Cougars taking on the number 10 team, the Washington Huskies. And it's Washington State in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country. Games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
Oh, pressure's coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Reels it in down the left side. Off to the races. The 10. Touchdown, Michigan. That one will give them the lead. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. From deep, it's Staley. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on second down.
Here we go. 139 Albatross.
The run inside. It's Martin. Buys just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. It'll go out of bounds, depends on where they spot it, but looks as if it'll be around the 45. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. On the ground with the counter. They were all over it. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Out wide right, it's Marshall. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Push is ahead. Breaks the tackle. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Moving to his left. He turns it loose to the left. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Michigan! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Staley. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So here is the Tennessee offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Cartwright. Wide open spaces. He's at the 10. Touchdown ball. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal with time. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. On the return, it's Rousseau. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Here's Underwood to throw. Working that left side now. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First down here for the offense. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. A strike downfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Underwood. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown Wolverines! Quick strike through the air for the score. And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. The snap sets up to throw. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Caught in the backfield, it's Matthews. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Man, what a great job by the defense. Seeing the bubble, reacting to it right now. And what do you got to do? You got to make open field tackles when that bubble gets there. Nice job by the defense.
The Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Hits inside, it's Martin. Good blocking up front, great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Under pressure. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
We got a close game here in the third quarter, and you're seeing momentum shift right now for the defense. The last drive out, they gave up a touchdown. This drive, though, they've now...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They'll move the wide receiver. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Turning it on! He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand fourth and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
The Vols with the 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Moving the pocket, it's Bailey. Rush right in his face. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Looking to throw again. Left side, it's Martin. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Right at the line. Powers through the defender. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
And the Vols will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he's got some space. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Volunteers are rolling down the field. Quick give. It's Martin. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Escapes the pressure going right. Going to try to get it himself. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. The way these 2 teams are putting up numbers, all kinds of time left as we start the 4th. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the ground, it's Martin. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver. They get the completion.
And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down.
And that's a big 3rd down stop for this defense, but they can't relax, right? They've done this a couple of times already, and they've converted 2 for 2 on 4th down. So this D's got to be ready. They got to be physical on this 4th down, and they got to get a stop. They've gotten to this point. They just hadn't been able to close the door.
Needs it here on 4th down. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. Throwing, Underwood. He uncorks 1 deep. Turning on the Jets. Past the 30. He's at the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Wolverines. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown!